One quiet morning in the forest, the animals heard a strange sound. Boom! A loud drum echoed through the trees. Standing on a tall rock was the cunning tortoise, smiling as if he had just discovered the greatest secret in the world. But this time, his trick would go terribly wrong. After the last incident where the animals discovered his greedy food trick, no one in the forest trusted the tortoise anymore. Whenever he walked by, the rabbit would whisper to the monkey, "Hide your food, the trickster is coming." Even the birds warned their chicks. The tortoise hated it. "How can they treat me like this?" he grumbled angrily. One evening, while walking near the river, he noticed something floating by the riverbank. It was a large golden drum. The tortoise's eyes widened with excitement. "If I use this wisely," he whispered to himself, "I will become the most powerful animal in this forest." The next morning, the forest woke to a loud sound. Boom! 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 The tortoise beat the drum loudly. Curious animals began gathering around him. The elephant arrived. The monkey swung down from a tree. The rabbit hopped closer. Even the wise old owl watched quietly from a branch. The tortoise cleared his throat and spoke proudly. "My dear friends," he announced, "last night the spirits of the forest visited me." The animals gasped in surprise. "They gave me this magical drum," the tortoise continued, pointing at it. "Whoever brings food and offerings, the drum will multiply it." The monkey's eyes nearly popped out. "Multiply food?" he shouted. "Yes," the tortoise said confidently, "but the spirits told me that only I know how to activate the magic." The animals looked at one another. Maybe, just maybe, it was true. Soon the animals began bringing food. The monkeys brought bananas, the bush pigs brought yams, the bees brought honey, the parrots brought palm fruits. The tortoise stacked everything beside the drum. Then he spoke mysteriously. "Stand back, the magic is about to begin." He slowly beat the drum. Boom, boom, boom. Then he quickly covered the drum with a cloth. "The spirits are working," he declared. "Come back tomorrow morning to see the miracle." The animals left excitedly, whispering about the magic that would happen overnight. But the moment they disappeared into the forest, the tortoise burst into laughter. "Ha ha ha," he shouted. He quickly dragged all the food straight into his hut. "Foolish animals," he chuckled. "This forest still belongs to the smartest creature, me." But high above the trees, someone had seen everything. The wise owl had been watching quietly. That evening, the owl flew to the other animals. "The tortoise has tricked you again," the owl said calmly. The animals were furious. But this time, the owl continued, "We will teach him a lesson he will never forget." The animals quietly returned to the drum. The elephant carefully rolled a giant beehive inside it. The monkeys added a bowl of hot pepper paste. Then the porcupine dropped in a pile of sharp thorns. They covered the drum again and slipped away silently. The next morning, the tortoise stepped outside proudly. "Today," he announced, "you will witness the greatest magic ever seen in this forest." The animals gathered again, pretending to be excited. "Show us! Show us!" they shouted. The tortoise lifted the cloth dramatically and beat the drum. Boom! Suddenly bees, hundreds of angry bees burst out of the drum. "Ah!" the tortoise screamed. The bees chased him wildly through the forest. He ran as fast as his short legs could carry him. In his panic, he slipped straight into the bowl of hot pepper paste. "My eyes! Eyes!" he cried. Blinded and screaming, he jumped right into the pile of sharp thorns. The animals burst into uncontrollable laughter. Even the elephant laughed so hard the ground shook, trying to escape the bees and the burning pepper. The tortoise ran straight into the river. Splash! The bees finally flew away. Slowly, the tortoise crawled out of the water, soaked, scratched, and very embarrassed. The wise owl flew down and looked at him. "Tortoise," the owl said calmly, "tricks may work once or twice, but lies never last forever." The tortoise lowered his head in shame. From that day on, he became very careful about playing tricks on the animals. Well, at least for a while, because deep inside his shell, a tiny voice whispered, maybe next time, I'll come up with an even smarter trick." Do you think the tortoise will ever trick the animals again? Tell me in the comments.
Thanks for watching Tales by Toyo.